Hello and welcome to another video on the Life After Brady channel. Today we're taking a look back at Jaylen Brown's February as the Celtics went 9-1, in part to Jaylen's month of February, continuing with his Player of the Week award, combining both the Sunday game in March, but also the February games last week of February for Jaylen. So here's a look at how Jaylen has done over the course of the season. We're going to focus on the right side of the screen. Big part of the jump he had was his field goal percentage going up. His second highest field goal percentage, hit 53% of his shots, nearly just a tenth off from where he was back in December. The free throw percentage is one thing to be slightly concerned about. Down to 63%. He's been a 71% shooter on the season, but definitely erratic, going from only 3 games, but 58%, 73%, 77, down to 72. I'd like to see that tick up. Otherwise, you could see foul trouble come playoff time. The three-point percentage is also going in the wrong direction at the moment. Nearly 39% back in December, and then 34% down to 30%. Could start to see the Marcus Smart treatment a little bit. This is some of what Steve Kerr said on Sunday of trying to leave him open. Jaylen is consistently one of the most difficult shot makers in the league. So he's going to have to make the easy ones, which he did on Sunday, but definitely want to be smarter with the shots he's taken. Part of what's surprising to me, he actually had a negative rating in December, offensive rating of 110, defensive rating of 117. So definitely not the best there, and something to monitor. And overall, his lowest points per month, just above 20, but the rebounds and assists went up, which is what you like to see. Only slightly up on assists, 3.9 compared to 3.7, 3.8, but the rebounds are up. So doing the little things to get the job done, not just scoring points, which is important for this team right now. How he did it, again, you have to have 10 of these per game in order to get measured. So doesn't run enough as a pick and roll ball handler to come up on this. This is second spectrum on NBA.com. So 2.2 ISOs a game compared to Tatum does about 6. It's below average at that, but in transition does about 6 possessions per game, scores 1.2 points per possession. You expect that to be a little bit higher, but again, he's a guy who takes a lot of challenging shots, including in transition. Post up wise, he's done a good job of playing bully ball. Does that about twice a game. Top quarter of the league in doing that at 1.1 points per possession, and then he comes off a screen again, 1 a game, and then nearly in the top quarter there. Looking at some of the other numbers he does, both driving, passing, and then his touches. So driving was down slightly, which is in line with what you'd expect. Therefore, less field goals made, but he did hit him at a higher rate, which is something you like to see. Being a little smarter with what he's doing. Gets to the line less in the month. Also had less assists. But assist-wise, he was up on passes, 3.7 and 3.9, as we said. Potential assist, though, wise, a little number behind it, 6.9 to 6.5. Again, showing that the teammates really hit shots in the month of February. And then he was holding on to the ball slightly more in February than he had been overall. This top number is overall versus February is the second. We'll finish up by looking at the last couple of years for Jaylen. Again, this season he's taken a step back. Nearly 27 a game last year, now down to 22 and heading in the lower, which is fine as guys like Porzingis and Derek White step up. Taking less shots a game, nearly 21 last year, down to 17. But he's being more effective with how he does it. Right now he's at 50% from field goal, the highest mark he's had throughout his NBA career, which is a great sign. Also taking less threes as he's doing that. So again, taking about 3 less attempts per game, and he's taking more from 2. That's nearly 2 less 3-point attempts per game, which is what you want. He a couple years ago, the COVID or so was a 40% 3-point shooter. Now 33, 35%. So definitely don't want him to take as much from 3. When guys like Holiday or White can get open threes instead of Jaylen contested threes. And again, this is what I was alluding to. Right now it's 72% versus a couple years of 75 to 77%. We'll finish up with where he's doing things fantastic. The assists have gone up nearly every year of his career. Slight hiccup the third year, but 3.4, 3.5, 3.5, 3.7, so continues to work his way in the right direction, as well as the turnovers are going down. Obviously, handling the ball less, but the turnovers are going down at the same time, which is what you want to see. Being smarter with the ball, helping the Celtics to lead the East right now. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and check us out next time.